Hi, my name is Nick Cook and I'm with Sleep Sound Property Management. And today I want to talk to you about the 1099 miscellaneous form. This is a form that we use to report income for the previous tax year, both to you and to the IRS. Now, it's important to know a few things about this form. This form reports gross income received at the property. So what that means is if you've received any income, whether it's reimbursement for trash and recycling, rent, if somebody has a pet and you're charging pet rent, it's going to report the total amount of income earned for that property. It does not report the income that you've personally received. And the reason being is it does not take into account any of the expenses. So oftentimes you're going to have repairs and maintenance. Those are going to be an expense. And then also you have our monthly management fee and other fees that happen during the course of management. And so none of those expenses are taken into account with the income that we're reporting. And part of the reason for that is that there are a lot of expenses that you know about that we don't have details on. So for example, insurance payments or payments for taxes or payments for a mortgage. So what happens is that you'll take this 1099 miscellaneous form and then offset that income with any of the expenses that you've paid. Not only will you have expenses that we've reported to you that you had throughout the year, but you're going to have some expenses that you've paid on your own that you'll want to also include in that. Now, when you're using your 1099 miscellaneous, there are a couple things that you want to keep in mind. One of them is really important. If you decide to request or run your own year-to-date statement for the previous tax year, so essentially January 1st through December 31st, the income reported on that statement may not completely match the income that's reported on the 1099 miscellaneous. And the reason being is that we offer a convenient online payment option for the residents. If they go ahead and pay early, for example, say they're making a payment on December 31st online, that transaction will post on December 31st and will post for that tax year. However, in many cases, those funds won't actually clear and arrive in the client trust account for a few days. And so what happens is those funds actually are received technically in the next tax year. So we need to go in, if we see payments like that occur, we need to go in and make those manual adjustments to make sure that we're not over or under reporting the income correctly. So that's why when you're running the report for a year to date, or if you're reviewing a copy, that you might see a transaction logged in one tax year, but it's actually for the next one, and it's just the way that the software program recognizes those events. Certainly wish we could change that, but we do know about it and it's something that we make adjustments for. The second thing that you want to keep in mind is that if you have a property where you're receiving income from another party other than the resident, for example, subsidize rent vouchers through a program called Section 8, or if that tenant has somebody assisting with payments, maybe it's a nonprofit. This isn't something that comes up very often, but it is something that can come up. And so what happens is not only are we reporting that income that we paid to you, but that organization is also going to send you a 1099 miscellaneous reporting that income as well. So your income is going to be reported essentially twice, one from us and one from them. And so all you'll need to do is take their 1099 miscellaneous, which we will make sure gets to you, and then use that to offset the income that we've reported. And so what I mean by that is if a tenant has a monthly rent payment of $1,500 a month and they're paying $1,000 on their own and another organization is paying $500, that $500 we're reporting and so is the other organization, and you'll just need to make that adjustment. If you have somebody preparing your return, they'll know how to make that adjustment, and that's the advice we've been given by the CPAs that we've talked to. If you have any other questions about your 1099 miscellaneous form, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd be certainly happy to answer any questions you have, and we appreciate your business and look forward to serving you in the new tax year.